My name is Muhammad Sahli bin Muhammad Rushdi. Matric number 1212628.
My name is Siti Nurizati binti Muhammad Rafi, matric number 1212649.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Afifah Midina Muhammad. My matric number is 1212634.
Warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fayyad bin Zulkarnain. My matrix number 12168.
And I am from Group 5.
In summary, in the documentary How ABHI RAMESH Built a 1 billion startup called MISFITS Market, it is explained that MISFITS Market is an online food delivery service that sells inexpensive, ugly organic products. ABHI RAMESH parents immigrated to the US from India when he was just 28 years old, and he spent most of his time in his bedroom dreaming up business ideas. He started 3 businesses in quick succession, but none were successful. In high school, he discovered arbitrage. He bought textbook cheap and sold them. In college, he learned how to build a distribution business with a trade band. And at Apollo, he sat at the table as startups pitched him their ideas. Every time he visited local farm in Philadelphia, he bought $15 worth of fruit and vegetables and asked them to sell him their second or third fruit and vegetable for dead cheap. He spent $115 on a logo, $1,000 on advertising, and then maxed out 5 credit cards to see if there was a demand for a organic product. An angel visitor helped ABHI pay off his credit card debt so he could start buying inventory. The company received $2 million in seed funding from Green Oaks Capital and offered to provide any VC the company needed. In his first full year of business, MISFITS Market generated about $200,000 in revenue. By the end of 2021, ABHI expects that the number to reach $350 million. The company moved its fulfillment center 4 times in its first year and half of operation. Now, it's 5 times that the size and has valuation of $1.1 billion. Ramesh is a native of India who moved to Atlanta. Ramesh graduated from George Walton Comprehensive High School and attended the University of Pennsylvania, the Wharton School, where he earned a BS in Economy, a BA in International Studies. In late of 2015, Horizon School of Technology was founded by Ramesh. Horizon School of Technology is preparing the next generation of technological leaders. Horizon School of Technology immerses students in technology and teach modern software engineering. Ramesh is the CEO, founder, and CEO of the MISFITS Market. It is a Philadelphia-based subscription box service that produces and also delivers food directly to customers for a 50% less than grocery shop price. MISFITS Market rescued the same amount of food in the first 4 months of 2020 as it did all of 2020. Ramesh got the idea after visiting a farm a few years ago. The farmer was collecting apples that he felt were not high enough quality to sell at farmers market or grocery store and were either given away to neighbors or thrown away. MISFITS Market was founded because Ramesh saw an opportunity for himself.
Now I will talk about defining and framing the issue. Addressing the issue of innovative employee, trend in current practice, and also nature of employment. First of all, innovative employee. ABHI Ramesh is an innovation employee, visionary and finance manager who is the originator and CEO of MISFITS Market. The objective are bringing affordable, high-quality food to more people. The group works directly with grower and manufacturer to reduce food waste. Next, ABHI Ramesh was a specialist at Operation HOPE. In June 2018, Ramesh helped to establish and turn into the CEO of MISFITS Markets. Next, trend in current practice. The technology-driven firm, which was formed in 2008, has secured over $525 million in funding, with the majority of it coming in this year. The objective is to actually open up every aisle in a grocery store, as well as fuel geographic development. Last year, MISFITS Market opened an online marketplace where customers can buy staples like pasta, flour, and herbs. Actually, the first official hire was someone to run customer service. Second hire was someone in the fulfillment operation side to help manage the warehouse. And third hire was someone to run purchasing and procurement. MISFITS is in a great position to fulfill its goal since conventional grocers also focus on maintaining physical store. The establishing an online presence is a difficult and expensive task. Lastly, nature of employment. According to ABHI RAMESH, he found USDA list of organic farms in the region and called every one of them in 15. His goal was to get relationships with about a dozen farmers to sell their number 2 or 3 produce dirt cheap. He also think the idea that he could buy something that on the supply side wasn't valued and sell it to a set of consumers at a lower price point, therefore transfer that value to them. In addition, he spent $115 on a logo, $1,000 on ads, and then did the unthinkable. He also spent time in finance. It is because he want to raise institutional capital from traditional funds with a real business.
Relation of the documentary to management concept. The management concept that can be linked to the documentary is that MISFITS Market is an entrepreneurial business. Entrepreneurship is defined as the capacity and willingness to create, organize, and run a firm, including all of its risks, in order to make a profit. Meaning of entrepreneur is an entrepreneur is someone who has the capacity and drive to build, manage, and succeed in a startup enterprise, as well as the risk that comes with it, in order to generate money. In a word, an entrepreneur is someone who has the will and determination to start a new business and manage all the risks that come with it. The characteristics of entrepreneur that can be associated with the documentary are risk-taking. As an example, we can see in the documentary is the founder MISFITS Market as take a risk in his firm, have launched it with only $35,000 available to him and $150,000 in credit card debts to launch the MISFITS Market. The risk is how opportunity development are created. The entrepreneur's willingness to take risks demonstrates to his or her teams that he or she is a true business visionary and leader who believes in the potential payoff the other side. In the documentary can be linked to the concept of human resource. What is meant by human resource? The first definition of human resource management is that it is the process of managing people in organization in a structured and true manner. The second definition of human resource management encompasses the management of people in organization from a macro perspective. Manage people in the form of a collective relationship between management and employees. This means that in today's firms, the HR function is concerned with the concept of people enablement, people development, and a focus on making the employment relationship satisfying for both management and employees. Employees for customer service were initially hired by the MISFITS Market. This is due to the fact that they received a wide range of questions. That was the very first intake. To help run the warehouse, they hired someone from the fulfillment operation group as their second hire. Their third hire is a person in charge of purchasing and procurement who will go out and cultivate this firm relationship in order to increase it, oversee weekly purchases, and figure out how much they require. Furthermore, the key to success is knowledge. Whether it's a new market trend, technological innovation, or even a new advertiser's entry, an entrepreneur should stay on top of it. When it's come to staying ahead of the competition, knowledge is the guiding force. A smart entrepreneur is continuously trying to learn new things, which is why he is a lifelong learner. According to the documentary, the founder of MISFITS Market can learn from his earlier experience of running 3 firms without success. It enabled him to teach him and learn from his flaws and failures. In addition, he can also be attributed to an open-minded person to learning, people, and even failure. An open mind is essential to perceive such opportunities. A failure is a step or a path that did not go as planned. A good entrepreneur learns from this failure and strives even harder to achieve the next goals. Entrepreneurs who are successful understand that they can learn from every event and person they encounter. The information gathered can be utilized in the planning phase. Learning with an open mind allows you to humbly examine your flaws. You can also know and learn from your competitors if you are open-minded.
In conclusion, the manager had the most important role that generate the profit to the company. A good manager is based on trust, commitment and engagement. And a good manager's essential role is to build this relationship for the benefit organization. They make the organization a preferred employer. They help to increase market share, add to profits and surplus and reduce costs. In a nutshell, becoming an ideal manager entails becoming a great leader, appreciating your team's effort, continue to grow and honing your emotional intelligence. A lot of managers had a problem by creating an innovative employee to their company. The innovative employee differentiates himself by approaching difficulties with a visionary mindset and shaping his ideas in devoted and self-acting manner. One of the ways to make the employee at this point, before you look at their capabilities, consider their cultural values, hustle and ambition to succeed. A simple, excellent work may go a long way. Make no attempt to avoid making blunders. Allow individuals to make errors while yet providing them with enormous equity. That way is also their company when they wake up every day. Next is how to follow the trending and current practice for the employee, because as the manager have to always keep updating the new thing for their company to not let their company outdate with the trends. One of the popular trends that other company can use, especially we live in the technology era, is RPA, Robotic Process Automation. It contains a collection of instructions that are carried out by bots in accordance with a set of business rules. The benefits by using of the RPA can make the organization more profitable, flexible and responsive. It also increases employee satisfaction by removing mundane tasks from their workdays. For nature of employment, one of the ways to make the workers to overcome by giving them flexibility. Shift workers don't often have control of their schedules. This really affects their lives, making it hard to them to plan outside of work to have time with family and friends. By giving them flexibility, such as let them to choose the shift that they want to work, not only do flexible schedule the ability to respond unpredictable demand, but it also make the employees happier and ensure the customer receive a better service. The lesson that I learned from the whole video is always trying to take a risk to achieve our goals and our lives, because that's exactly what ABHI RAMESH do. He tries to take a risk by drop off from college for 1 year just to make an online business. Next is always patient, because ABHI RAMESH, when he tried to sell his first Apple box, it took 1 month to sell it. After he put a lot of effort and patience, in 2018 he delivered almost 200 boxes a week. To wrap it all up, there are no secret to success, because it is the result of preparation. Always hard work to achieve our objective by learning from failure. That is all from us. Assalamualaikum.